This is a very nice spot right here. Very nice. It's nice feeling some of this cool air, but not for long though. If I had cool air on me though, for more than I don't know, an hour or so, I would feel like freezing. That's why I don't think I could have an air conditioning in my van. Maybe I could. Maybe if I had one, I would love it. You know, set it on temperature thing, automatic. So whenever it drops below a certain, or it goes up a certain temperature, the air conditioner comes on. Yeah, maybe. But it would just be so much of a hassle to have. And I would need a generator and a place to store the generator, and the generator would be making noise regardless how well insulated I would make the box for it. It's just the logistics of where I have to live and sleep and all that. It's just during the day I would be fine. I wouldn't have a problem during the day. I could park anywhere and have the generator going, but it's the evening, it's the nighttime that it would be an issue. But like this a little bit, this is nice. But having it in there all night, I would just be like freezing. Oof. I would wake up in the morning like a popsicle, like you know what I mean? I mean, I'll it's hot. I'll take the heat. I'll deal with the heat. You know, having this cold air blowing on me all night just probably make me sick. Even when I lived in the house, I never liked having the air conditioning in the room going all night. I would have an air conditioner in another room, kind of blowing indirectly with the door open, and that's how I would tolerate it, but not directly in a room with me. Anyway, I gotta go make my breakfast. I'm sorry I haven't answered a lot of comments. I know that, but it's so hard to do that. I wake up in the morning, I drive to work, and I make breakfast. By the time I'm done, it's time to go to work. I leave work, I'm so tired. I work through lunch. I go and I eat something, then I try to edit a video for the next day, and a lot of times I fall asleep. Even yesterday I was sitting at Boston Market and I'm just trying to do the editing, and I'm just like, just like that, more or less. So then I leave, and then I go somewhere else, and I stay in the van, and I finished the editing. I finished the editing, and then the editing went poof, gone. So I had no editing. But then I go and take a shower, and then before I know it, it's like 9-10 o'clock at night, and I have to go to sleep. So it leaves me very little room to answer comments. I read all your comments. I've said this before. I read everybody's comments, except I don't have the physical time. There's just not enough hours in my day to try to answer, and now I'm so far behind that I don't even know where that is. You know, it's so far back there behind on comments that I'll try, you know. I'm hungry. Breakfast awaits. I'm gonna make breakfast. I made a very simple meal. It's very easy to make, and it saves a lot of money. I mean, look at that beauty. You got egg and just onions, and then yesterday I got myself a cup. This will double as a coffee cup. You can use hot liquids, but I was tired of the plastic, and now I can be a little bit more civilized. Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't civilized enough. Hold on. Okay, you ready for some really civilized orange juice drinking? There you go. Now I'm really civilized. My orange juice was a little frozen. Sometimes the way I have it set for, I think I set the medic for what? 32 degrees, I think. Because it only goes in 2 degrees increment. So it's either 32 or 34. And oddly enough, in the winter, when I would think that that you would need to have it less cold, but actually it's the opposite. I had to turn it down to 32, and that helped, and that kept the food nice and cold. But then in the summer, you think, you have to. Anyway, I've kept it at 32, and it's been pretty good. But sometimes, I guess when it's hotter outside, it works harder, and then it kind of freezes my drinks a little bit. So I still have, which is kind of nice because it's hot, and I have a little ice drink. I mean, it was liquid enough, but there was a little bit of ice in it, or the orange juice was frozen a little bit. Which is kind of nice. But breakfast was a success, all eaten. The only bad thing, really bad thing about breakfast, I don't know if it's a bad thing. I mean, it depends on your point of view. But the bad thing or the good thing, depending on your point of view again, is that tomorrow I have to do it all over again. Darn it.